broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Be ready.
Hello! Welcome to the Switch to Birth AFTERBUZZ After Show. I'm so excited about this song.
I just wanted to keep playing.
I just haven't heard this song in years. Welcome, guys. It's the AFTERBUZZ After Show for the Switch to Birth season finale and Always Searching for Beauty. What a silly name. I'm your host, Yael Tygiel. You can tweet along with us live on the show. That's right, we're live right now on the show using hashtag ABTV Switched at Birth. You can tweet at me directly at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. Also, we are live in the chat roll if you're on YouTube, so be sure to get in there and chat with us. Oh, let's what's happening? Calm down, guys.
Mike's going crazy. Things in the ears.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm with my delicious panel.
Hello. I'm Hannah Prichard, you guys. You all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheHotJotDude. Hopefully you're hearing everything that I'm saying.
I think I fixed it.
Great. It was Yael's fault.
It was my fault. Sorry. I was too close to the mic.
Oh,
if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know.
Girls were getting in the way.
The girls got excited. Voice of the chat is here.
Hello, I'm here. You can follow me at atorres890. My name's Alexis Torres, voice of the chat. Hashtag so excited for this finale.
All right, calm down. Before we jump in, because I know that there were a lot of emotions on this episode.
There were a lot of emotions coming from
Hannah
me.
was the only one crying. Yeah.
No, I meant emotions. You were upset about a lot of things.
I was upset about a lot of things.
But before we jump into the emotional parts, let's get stuff out of the way, because that's how we like to do our after shows.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just get it out of the way. Let's talk about the Kennish money drama, because I know you love.
I don't care about it at all, not even slightly. The only thing that made me slightly care about it this time is they brought back that attractive man.
Craig.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Craig. All right, so
Craigman.
they're trying to sell the car wash. Who cares? They're blah blah blah. What's short in escrow? What are these big fancy adult words?
I have no idea even what you just said now. When you said that, I was like, don't even think I heard that in the show, because what big
Is it
word?
weird that I fell asleep at that part? I was like, oh, that's God.
Actually, it's funny you say that, because I actually did.
Okay, so let's jump into Craig. Yeah, you heard me. So Craig was the cute young lawyer from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And Catherine, okay, so after the drama of them trying to sell it, because that's boring, when Catherine is yelling at, we talked about this.
Yes.
Catherine's yelling at John, like, when do I get to be upset? When do I get to storm out of the room? And then she does.
She stormed out, like, right then and there. I was just like,
Right? I was waiting for him to yell that after her. You're doing it now!
So she goes and buys a beautiful, beautiful dress. How banging did she look?
She looked banging. This is 2 episodes in a row that she has got to look banging.
Well, she's hot.
well, she's
Right?
allowed.
Was that last episode that she...
The baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're, like, letting... I kind of actually wondered, with her wearing these dresses back to back, sorry, I switched my own topic in my head.
Go.
That, are they actually going for, like, a midlife crisis thing for her? Is that actually something that they're doing? Because they put her in these, like,
Sexy
scantily
dresses.
Clad dresses.
No,
She's flirting with the dude.
Here's my theory.
Taking the dance classes.
Guys,
writing an erotic novel.
We already had that was the midlife crisis. I think now it's that they are fully aware that it is the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future, and Back to the Future Day just occurred. And she is, for those who don't remember.
Oh, I was like, where are you going with this? Oh,
She's his mom. You're my mom. Yeah.
And she was also sexually frustrated at that time too. So
Yeah,
anyway,
it makes sense. It makes complete sense. That's my theory as to
All
why they're
right.
letting her wear the dresses.
It's an okay theory.
Yeah. So she goes and flirts with Craig, who needs a haircut.
yes,
You
Yael
know-
was very upset with his hair being a little out of control long.
It looked silly.
Listen, I thought so for the first, like, 2 seconds.
And then didn't care anymore.
And then didn't care at all, because he is a looker. He's
Sure.
a looker. And then I imagined, like, it was a little much when he walked in. I was like, ooh, bro needs a haircut. But then you see how good looking he is, and then you think about running your hand through his good looking hair, and then it changes everything.
Hannah went to a whole different thing.
Good job, Hannah.
No, that's not where anybody else went.
To Hannah, applause.
To Hannah.
That we were jumping into Craig.
I mean, mostly Hannah's doing that.
All right, so that's the Kennish money story. So they're gonna. I mean, we don't even know if they're gonna sell. And I'm gonna be honest, we don't care.
I don't care at all.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. That was that.
Yep.
To Regina and Eric.
Lord have mercy.
And this ridiculousness.
This just made me mad.
It made everybody mad. Remember when I said as soon as we found out, no, everyone, I want my respect. I said as soon as we knew the story about what happened to him and what brought him here and the mystery, we were on a clock of losing him. Don't cross your eyes at me, young lady.
We heard, we know you were right.
And I was right.
I agree.
Okay, so Regina has one day to get rid of him, which, all right, you want to talk about the sass. So let's talk about the sass. So we saw that Bay revealed the story, which...
So much disrespect.
No,
Love it.
I love when Regina's like, I'm not angry. If I were Bay, I would have been like, I don't care.
Yeah, well, which she kind of did.
No, she did not. No, she
Speak,
did not. It was
voice of the
full
chat.
disrespect. No, I would have totally been fine when she would have been like, yeah, I don't care, and like walked off. But
Yeah.
she was just like, yeah, I'm not apologizing, and like that was like
that's true.
extra. That was like extra sass that she didn't need to put on
Those are
there.
two different things.
Two different
Right.
things.
It
But
was
I'm not
extra.
saying that the sass was not necessary, because I'm like, hey, I feel you. You kind of left me out. Like, giant fingers you guys can't see because I'm voice of the chat. But just the fact that she didn't want to apologize for putting Regina like out like that's kind of like, come on.
You're right.
Come on.
It was a little much. But you know what? And this is not jumping into the next storyline, but I did appreciate there was a certain part towards the end of the episode where someone, a very handsome someone, gave a long list of all the things that Bay has gone through this entire year. So her sass is much deserved. She gets to have however sass she would like.
No.
Your
I agree
accent
with
has
you.
never been stronger. Her sass.
It was just,
When I get really worked up about something.
Okay.
oh my word.
So Regina has one day to get rid of Eric, essentially.
Which is not a lot.
And she finds this solution. Her solution is that Eric moved to Atlanta so that they can co-parent the kid. I'm sorry. How come the solution is not that B-Face
She
moves
moves
here?
Yeah.
Her name is B-Face, by the way, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Hope is not a good name for her. B-Face.
Agreed. But I have the issue with her ideas them moving in together, not the moving to Atlanta, because if B-Face moves to where they are, that brings so much drama and bad things into that family. So I support B-Face not coming.
Okay, but you support...
I don't support them living together. Like that.
They're not going to live together.
Now they're not. But like Hope and B-Face and Eric moving in together.
They're not moving in together.
I thought they were.
They're just moving to the same city.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah. Girl.
What? He can't stand that woman.
I misunderstood. Well, I know, and that's what they kept saying. I can't stand her.
No. They're just moving to the same city.
He's moving to Atlanta. So
Well, then
really...
he needed to Coles Jets. He could have done that.
No.
Yeah.
He set up a whole life here. The kid is happy here. He has Regina's support and his business here. Here being wherever they live.
I know. Why don't I remember either? I keep thinking the same thing. I'm like, there, here.
East Riverside, Kansas City.
We're not doing this.
State that I don't go to. No offense.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah. But so the solution that Regina comes up with is you should leave me after you just moved in with me. That's her solution.
Regina's just not very good with ideas and plans, I feel like. Like, there's not anything progressive, insightful, I think, going on there. And
Wow.
I really... Sorry.
Tell us how you really feel.
I don't think that there is. I mean, she messed up going to Hope, B-Face.
Yeah.
In the first place.
You
This
can
is all
call her Hope.
Right, but I like
just
B-Face
such a
better.
B-Face.
I would have just taken the P out, but you know what?
Ho! We're calling her Ho!
Alexis with a win.
I'm being sassy also
It's good.
because this episode made me sassy.
Yeah, it was very good. I'm shedding again.
Okay. She's just having no good ideas. And, like, so this is all her fault. So just, like, continue on with the bad ideas and then weep about it when he leaves. Duh, your fault.
Well, so then he comes up with the bright idea to kidnap the kid again and run. So wait. So his okay, my options are take my kid to his mother and co-parent. where I won't get to see my girlfriend all the time, but she will come visit as much as she can. Or take my son and disappear where I see nobody ever again.
Not great. Not great. We got a hand.
Yeah. Yes.
Dolphin Lover 90 says, didn't
Dolphin Lover. Who?
That's what it says. It says Dolphin Lover 90 in the chat.
Welcome,
Good for
Dolphin
you.
Lover 90.
Hi.
That's new.
Does anyone, I mean, everyone in the chat disagrees, but does anyone else think that Regina maybe got played?
So that was somebody, was it somebody last week?
Someone
who had,
last week,
like,
I think, said it too.
an amazing theory about Eric working with Ho to like
I love how we've changed the name from B word to this.
to
Ho.
that they were working together to extort money, and I don't think that's what happened, especially because we see, guys, Terrell Tilford.
I know.
I know.
Not only is he so sexy, but he's an amazing actor as well.
He is, but I have to say, though.
So no is the
I
answer
agree.
to Dolphin.
Yeah.
Whatever.
no,
Dolphin
I
Lover.
agree. No.
Dolphin Lover, welcome to the chat. We love your ideas.
Yes.
But you're wrong. Go on.
Okay, so the biggest issue, and this was not his acting, I think it was just like the scenario. I don't know why. But it was like he switched out of nowhere. Like he was standing there.
weird.
Yeah, he was standing there talking to Regina, and all of a sudden it was like, "Will, go get whatever you
No.
need. We're leaving. Emotions are high. Everybody's crying. I
Here's-
don't know. Run. Lie to the cops." I was like, where did this come from?
Here's where it came from. He thought that he was never going to see his son again because Ho had him.
I love this.
Me too. So he thought the only way to see his son again was to go and move over to Atlanta with Ho.
Right.
And the solution, when he saw that the kid escaped, which,
was crazy to me. I was like, what?
how did you get from the Holiday Inn to here?
From the Holiday Inn. Nobody is watching their child at the Holiday Inn.
Apparently not, because he was able to go out. Maybe he had like some leftover money.
Get in a
Got in a
cab.
cab and drove.
Yeah.
Maybe took the bus.
How she would have beat him there.
That's what I assume. I don't know. I'm assuming
Anyway.
bus or some sort of.
Let's assume that
transportation.
Ho went to the cracked mug first, assuming he'd go there first. Let's assume that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, but as soon as he saw him, he was like, great, now I can just run away with him and I'll have him.
Since
But
all of his
that
stuff was
means-
packed
yeah,
already.
all the stuff was already packed. That means, like, in his head, he went, great, I can save my kid, but I'll never see you again. Peace.
Yeah.
It was so weird for him to just jump the gun and be like, I love you, but I'm never going to see you again because it's okay because I'm with my kid now. No hard feelings?
I'm surprised it wasn't come with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still
Run away
just
with
having
me.
a moment that like Alexis is watching the show now. Like
You're
it's
welcome.
really like watching you get
welcome.
excited and like stoked about it. I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah, see, right? Right?
I just don't understand.
All right. Wrapping up this storyline,
Sorry.
the police come, which a lot of people last week said that they think the police are coming for John because it seemed too obvious for the police to come for Eric. You know,
Well-
you know what I want to talk about. So the police come. And they say, everyone hands up. And Bay's the only one who puts her hands up. All the adults are like, what?
That was so weird. I was like, what's happening?
They're adults. And then John is John
Oh, Lord have mercy.
and needs to shut his
Like,
mouth.
shut up, John.
Do
Seriously.
you know who I am? I'm a former senator.
And they're like, John, not helping.
And so what did
Not
they do?
helping.
What did they do? They handcuffed
They did
him.
their Yale's favorite thing of all freaking time is put him in handcuffs.
Yeah, guys, DW Muffin in handcuffs. Hoo-wee.
Stop it.
Loved it.
Stop it. Stop
Loved it.
So, he's such an idiot. It was stupid.
I think also what was great was they restrained him. He wasn't getting arrested. What's the stance you're doing?
Oh, I don't know. I was just
Excited about
thinking
John in handcuffs?
I guess so.
Me too. And then when he's like, Catherine, do something. She's like, I am. I'm going to the hospital.
Bye-bye.
So good.
She was really killing it this episode.
She
Just being a
was.
baller.
Yeah.
All across the board. Letting
Yeah.
them know who's boss in that purple dress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man of town.
Oh.
If we could have John in handcuffs every episode.
Girl.
Or just someone's shirt off. I'm very disappointed that there
Yeah.
was no skin.
There
True.
was.
The minute that happened, though, I was like, Yael probably jumped up and yelled at that TV. Like, legit.
Oh, my word.
Maybe. I really like though that that everyone has had that same thought because you told me also that when you saw him in handcuffs, you knew.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, yeah, Yale's going to be all over that as soon as she gets here. So when we were rewatching it together, I was just like, oh, there's her face. Oh, there's the glow. And there's the smile. All right. Good to know.
Excuse me. What are we talking about?
Oh, my
All right.
goodness.
How did he get out of the handcuffs? Did I miss that part?
Yeah,
No, the
they
cop
let him
let him
go.
out. Yeah.
He was restrained while they did their sweep, and then they let him out to go to the hospital.
I wanted to see that.
Allegra said,
I did.
yes, I thought that was also very funny. It's such a classic John.
Yeah, John, shut up.
No, you know what made me upset? When Bae came in and like, oh my god, Dad, what's going on? I was just like, shut up, Bae.
Stop hating on my girl.
I mean, I felt bad for her this episode, but there were just times I was like, Bae, shut up.
Let's
Listen.
Let's talk about Bae. We'll talk about the art show in 1 minute because I got to thank our fans.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. We have been here all season long, all half season, I guess. Well, I missed a few, but I'm back. You've been here all season long. They've been here all season long.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate you stuck with us. We appreciate you forgive me for leaving and for dealing with what I need to deal with.
We're tough to stick with.
Yeah.
We're crazy.
So we ask you to do a very simple thing for us because we clearly love this show. I mean, we're getting worked up over a man in handcuffs and a little girl getting yelled at to shut up. That's
I don't
what
like it.
Yeah, we get worked up here because we love it. We love that you guys stick with us. And we ask you to do something for us. Go to iTunes, hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and leave us a comment. Write us a review. If you like us, you give us a 5-star rating. If you don't like us, you give us a 4-star rating. The other stars, they do not work. And if you leave us a review, why are you laughing? It's true.
I just think it's funny every time you say it, and this time you had like an extra little punch with it. They do not work. Don't try it.
They don't.
Don't try it.
I know. We've tried it for you. If you write us a comment, that's what this is, although it's typing or thumbing, but whatevs. We will give you a shout out and we'll read it right here, live, on the air. Alexis, what do we got?
So the last two, which I'm not sure if I've read over and over, but I'm okay with it.
Read it again.
They're all 5. Guys, this whole year for 2015, since it's supposed to be 2016 in a few months, all 5 stars except for one.
Who's the one?
Was
Who's
it
the
a
one?
No,
star?
we don't have to. It's no. I feel vexed. I don't want to say it on here.
No, don't. But it's 4 stars, right? Because the other stars don't work.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're correct. The last two are on both. It was on the same date by 2 different people. It was on September 29th, 2015.
September 29th. What?
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Girl, where have you been?
That's what I'm saying. No, I checked it, and I'm like, I don't remember these. But saved 012 said, you guys are great, 5 stars.
Thanks.
And Sweet Girl 365 said, I am obsessed with SAB, and this is fabulous. This is the perfect companion to the show, and seriously, y'all are fabulous.
It's Yael. Yael. Yael.
I think she
she
meant
meant
y'all.
both of
like,
us.
Y'all, no? Okay.
I don't know what that is. It's Yael.
And she gave us 5 stars, and it just says yes.
Again,
so-
it's Yael.
I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Stop
but
it.
that's been
It's
our
fine.
latest, our most recent one was in September. So guys,
Where you been?
Let's go.
You been out of town with me? Okay.
I hear ya.
Let's
I hear
set
ya.
up.
But we have 30 people watching us in the chat right now.
Ooh,
So hey,
hello.
we love you all.
We do love you all, and we appreciate everyone.
Oh my God, we're talking about Emmett in there. Sorry. Go ahead.
Calm down. We'll get there.
Relax.
I just want to say, anyone who decided to skip today to watch some sport,
Oh, the
Ryan?
World
Go!
Series.
Just kidding.
World Series Game 1.
Is
I
that
know
what it is?
It is. I'm kind of a semi-sports nut, but I'm gonna Yale it back. I'm gonna bring it back for Yale, because it's Yale's time.
I'll take
Sports has to take a
it.
break for Yale.
Sports. Take a break, sports.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's talk about the art show. So Bae's setting up, and she goes up to the guy, and she's like, I just want to know what's like happening with all this stuff. And I wanted to be like, girl, it's your show. I
should
think
know.
you should know that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like,
Thought it was a little
together.
weird. A little weird.
The fact that like it's day of, and she's just now checking in on the details.
What happens?
Like, become an adult, and if you're organizing an event, you check in advance.
I thought the same thing, but then I was like, but maybe because she thinks the event is being put on for her,
Right. But like, you still
she expects.
Yeah,
but you still check in to make sure it goes the way you want it to
Yeah.
because it's your event.
But also, like, what time should I be there to unload my things? You know,
yeah.
How would you like it set up? What rooms are we using?
I would be there at the crack of dawn.
Really?
Like, probably. If it
you
was something I
excited?
was like, oh yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm hanging out here all day.
Yeah.
Gonna grab coffee next door, stand outside this door.
Yeah. So she realizes
I'm
that she has to
crazy.
do all the work, which is fine. And she goes home and steals cheese. I was like, girl, go to the grocery store.
Right, because that was like half-eaten cheese. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That
That's what
thing
I
had
thought
been
was
like
weird.
opened and rolled back up, even though it looked
Uh-uh.
so good. The minute she pulled it out, I was like, oh my God, that's
But also,
exactly
like,
what I want.
she brought a bottle of wine that had a cork in it, meaning
I
like,
know.
It's been open,
it's
right?
been open.
And probably was bad then.
or it was like half gone.
Ah, gross.
Yeah.
Girl, go to the gosh darn store.
But she's not 21, so she couldn't buy
Toby could buy the alcohol. I'm saying
true.
like the cheese, you can get a platter.
for reals.
No, I love that Yael and I had a long discussion of sitting there going like, you can go to Ralph's, Vaughn's, Safeway, you can find a platter, just a platter of meat and cheeses. It's like $5.
Yeah.
Get with it.
$5.
It's like $10. It's like $10.
It's like $10. I mean, where I go, it's like half off.
Well, I
'cause
need to
know
go where you're
people.
going.
It's
then.
Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you just say you know people at the grocery store?
I do. I got the hookup for cheese and meat. Okay.
I'm going grocery shopping with you now on.
I'm going grocery
we play
shopping
rugby.
after this.
I don't know.
Oh, rugby. All right. So she also calls the critic because she's like, I can bring the critic. Joan Cabernet is a great porn star name. Just so we're all clear.
I agree.
Um,
Also, the fakest name I've ever heard in my life.
It's okay. It's okay.
that said, if you all of a sudden start seeing that name pop up, you know who it is. I'm totally going to use that. That's a great name.
Jeez.
So she invites this woman, Booth, who shows up. And then we get this weird, the guy whose gallery it is.
Oh my god.
What a D-bag.
What? I don't even like. I couldn't even
Okay.
understand why he was acting that way. Was it just
Because
like
it was
for-
unprofessional.
Well, here's the thing. It wouldn't have been if he hadn't said anything, right? So first off, Booth should know if she's like, oh, someone from your staff, because we're familiar.
Yes.
Like, you should know who's on his staff and know that Joan Cabernet does not work there.
Right.
Joan Cabernet works in the video store next door. I like that you're laughing with water in your mouth.
That's why I had to turn away because or else I was going to spit water on this mic.
I was really excited to see that happen.
I was concerned.
So then he also is like, I've gone along with this charade, and all I could think was like, dude, they paid you, you now have to respect what they're doing there.
Well, right. And also, what if she's a critic? Wouldn't you just be happy that she came to your gallery regardless?
Well, in his mind, that wasn't the art that he wants her to see.
It was like unprofessional art.
right,
Not,
which if he's used to, I get it, right? But
Right.
like, I get invited to, I'm not a critic, but like as press, you get invited to both really bad stuff and also really good stuff, right? So
Right.
like you get invited to indie films that are like not indie films but like student films
Right.
to cover those, but you
Yeah.
also get invited to like professional studio films.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I think this woman as an art critic should be used to being invited to a range of things.
right.
The fact that she expected it to be, or that she was maybe expecting, or that he wants her to expect it to always be quality at his place.
Right.
Like, it's not always like that.
Yeah. And it's not like Bay's work is bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but he didn't see it that way because it's some 19-year-old
Right.
girl's stuff, which is
Well, he was
stupid.
just a
No, he was just
douche-magoosh.
yeah. No, he was
douche
a
magoosh.
giant douche
Yeah.
canoe. That's what he was.
I like Magoosh.
I like Magoosh too, but I also like Canoe.
I heard a new one instead of douche canoe, but now I forget what it was.
I've never heard Douche Canoe.
Really?
I use that all the time. It's
Here's
like my
a
word.
quick question
I've heard a
before we
new
move on
one.
from this, because
Yeah.
this is fascinating. What kind of creek does a douche canoe go
Oh,
through?
I can't say the word out loud because
That was a good joke, though, yeah?
Yeah, no,
That was.
smart.
And I want to know her response
Oh.
because I'm not clever enough to figure it out on my own.
Girl. Anyway, so we have... All right. Put your headphones back on, Missy. Okay. So in the gallery, we have this amazing argument between Melody and Emmett. Breathe.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Is the chat okay?
Yes, they're talking about the name that they picked for the baby, which are not there yet.
Oh,
some
no.
people like and some people don't like.
We'll get to the... Guys, quit skipping ahead.
There's a lot, but we're going through like the things that none of us care about as much first because I only want to talk about the relationships.
And that's where we're at, guys. We're finally at Emmett. So Melody tells this amazing argument. First off, the first time we've seen Emmett sign so much in the entire
There's a lot.
show.
There's a lot going on.
Not lazy sign, but like real signing. And Melody says you have to let her go. You cannot be upset with who she's with. You need to let her go if you love her. And then we finally have their one-on-one chat where he not only is like, let me go through all the things you went through this year. Remember when this happened to you? Remember when that stopped crying? Remember when all these things happened to you?
I want to cry talking about it now.
And then he lets her go. Then we'll talk about Travis in a second. But let's.
It was a
finish
beautiful
this.
display of love.
Oh my god, I think Hannah lost
Hannah's
it.
actually
she is
crying.
out.
Guys.
Oh my
If you're
goodness.
if you're not watching this, you should.
You're
missing out.
Really sweet.
Oh my god, she is like, guys, this is happening.
Hannah,
You're making it worse because you're laughing at me.
I know.
We're not laughing. I'm not
I'm
laughing at
laughing
you.
at
I know Yael is. I'm
kidding.
not.
Hannah.
It was-
Oh my god. We can do it. Keep it together. We got this.
I'm a true fan of the show and Bay and Emmett.
Yeah.
And it was sad. It was truly a display of love. And that's all I have to say about it. They're OTP and they will end up together.
Well, yeah. Duh.
It was
Well,
great.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, even I know that.
I'm going to
Jeez.
pull myself together now.
Oh my god, that was great.
That was beautiful. I loved every minute of that.
I hope you all understand. I really like watching Hannah cry.
Also, I would if I had an Oscar, I would give it to you right now.
Thank you so
Here
much.
go.
Thank you so much. I accept.
Okay, so Travis. Once it's revealed that Travis paid for this event,
How do we feel about that?
and Bay yells at him. Here's
I mean, I know how Hannah feels about it. I was more
no
with Yael.
Travis. I appreciate that she asked him why he keeps sticking his nose in her frickin' business, and he's like, because I love you, and maybe now that you know, I'll stop. But like, I can't help it. I want to make everything better for you. And as much as I don't like the idea anymore of Travis and Bay together, because I'm still a Travis and Mary Beth kind of person, and I want more Garrett because I want to see him shirtless more. But it was just, I like that he revealed it. I like that he was honest. I like that he told her. And then that kiss.
I know, dude. It was.
I was like, whoo, let's go play some rugby with that kiss.
Yeah, I did the
Yeah,
same thing. I was
I
like,
agree.
Like, I got a little worried there for a second about my future with Emmett and Bay until they came back with that beautiful conversation. But actually, everything that Travis was saying and all that, the whole conversation and then leading up to the kiss, I was like, okay.
Ooh, Boo69B is
Okay.
like, Bae did not pull away from that kiss. Trey is happening. I am so sorry, Hannah.
I don't know that it's going to happen.
I don't know about that either. But
I don't think it's going to happen either because clearly they're in, like, China and whatever. But
clearly.
which we'll get to.
I don't know. I think the kiss. I mean, yeah, she clearly liked it, and then when she has the conversation in the hospital with Daphne, she says it was a great kiss, and it looked.
It
looked
was
great.
Like,
I'm all up in it.
You know what would make that kiss a little bit better?
if I was in it. Like,
Yes.
if you took Bay, or were you going to say that about yourself? I had to beat you to it.
No, I was gonna say if he was shirtless.
Oh.
I mean, that always makes everything better.
I was going to say if it was
but
me.
I agree, Hannah.
Ryan looks great. Ryan Lane.
Right? Like,
That
dude,
body.
that was like a man kiss. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean?
it
Like,
was-
he took control of that kiss.
You liked it a lot.
Like,
It
I thought she
was-
was going to, like, pass out because she was just like, huh.
Right?
Yeah.
I like
It
that-
looked like a pass out.
Because what happened was she like put her hand up on his chest, and it was a first to like no, but it was just so good that it was like oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's
was.
what- it
like,
Your hand literally
It goes from
went
a,
from
like-
up to, yeah. But
I
yeah.
wish you all could see what she just did. You're not on camera.
No, you're not, and it's okay.
It was-
Or no, I'm not, but
it
it's
was-
okay.
It was good. It was very
Wouldn't it-
clearly from a no to a yes, please.
Wouldn't
Yes.
it be really funny if one of these times they actually put you on camera and you didn't
They
know
can't.
it?
I'm naked. That would be terrible. We talked about this last week. You can't show me. It's not good
Okay.
for the children.
One of these
Okay.
days will just flash you at the end. Like, it'd be a flash
gonna be
and a flash.
it's
You
just
know
gonna-
what I'm saying?
I-
Guys, we
Yeah.
have so much more to talk
Sorry.
about because we still have to talk about Daphne's internship situation.
Ugh.
So
Quinn can get out
okay,
here.
so Daphne is going to her interview, and it's with Gabe. Gabe was mentioned twice, and we didn't see him. Gabe, Melody's hot ginger
Oh, yeah.
boyfriend.
I'm like, who are you talking? I always just call him Red Fox.
Oh, yeah,
Of course
Red
you
Fox.
do.
Yeah, because I don't know. I never remember
He's
his
such
name.
a ginger fox. Okay, so she does the interview with Quinn, and he's normal Quinn during the interview, right? Like it seems very this is Quinn, and then he comes to the art show, and there's this big blow up between him and Mingo, and I'm not a fan of the Mingo Daphne. I don't like Dingo as a relationship. I do like Mingo shirtless, but I don't like Dingo as a relationship. But seeing him be respectful, well, calm down.
She's
Well,
like all
go.
up
You
into
know
it.
what? You know what?
Go.
I just have to say, because you had your moment before about how you were right about Bishop leaving, and all I have to say is I was right about Mingo showing up and being like the good guy, turning into the good guy and being all chivalrous.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's in.
You happy?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks. Get it, Mingo.
Yeah, so Mingo, I love that he points out that Quinn doesn't sign. I love that he points out that, like, he's not going to punch him because he's there for his girlfriend.
Which I didn't even realize until he said that Quinn didn't sign.
Oh, I noticed right away
Really?
that Quinn never signed.
That's really... I was really confused by that, actually.
Yeah.
Why his job would kind of entail for him to do that.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. I was like,
Because
what?
my theory, there's a theory, is because his job is to help deaf people around the world, knowing a sign language is not necessarily useful. Knowing American Sign Language specifically is unuseful.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thought on that.
Okay.
No, it makes sense.
The fact that he doesn't sign at all is a little weird. The fact that he doesn't gesticulate more, talk with his hands more,
Like his hands
is
are like
weird.
in his pockets
Yeah,
the whole time.
like that part I think is weird because someone who I think works with deaf people so much would be more of a gesticulator.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Gesticulator's a word, yeah?
No, you're correct.
All right.
Yeah,
I know
yes,
gesticulation is
The
correct.
panel agrees. That is a word.
Thank you, panel.
But no, a lot of people actually didn't realize that Quinn didn't sign, like in the chat. I mean,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people were just kind of like, where did this Quinn jerk come from?
He
Mexico.
like flipped a switch.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
apparently.
I don't like when and then he fires her, which I'm going to be honest, you're an adult, right? He's an adult. He's a little bit older than her.
Yeah.
I would say he's in his early 20s to mid 20s.
Yeah.
He is the most unprofessional jerk I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love when she points out, like, you'd be my boss, and I've done that before. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe you just shouldn't come. Like, no, sir, you should learn to keep it in your pants.
Oh man, he was so rude. He was so rude to Mingo.
Also, that is when she could have taken it to Gabe.
Yeah, that's
True.
what I was thinking.
Absolutely.
Like, I know that that Quinn is now in charge and that Gabe isn't doing it as much, I guess.
But I would imagine that Gabe could get
Still,
Quinn in
yeah.
some big trouble if
Oh,
he found out.
absolutely.
What he,
There are workplace sexual harassment laws that
That's
dis-
exactly what someone said in the chat.
Yeah.
Andrea was like, isn't that sexual harassment? Like, what up?
Yeah, no, 100%.
like, what up?
No, that was me getting like, what up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. If your boss or someone's going to be your boss, but they don't give you the job because they want to sleep with you,
Yeah.
that's illegal.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
No, it's
Or at least it's illegal in this country. I have questions about it in London.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I just have questions. I have no.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You okay.
Anyway, so then Dingo breaks up at the end.
Or if you're a Friends fan, they're on a break.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
but I wasn't even mad about their breakup.
I wasn't either.
He's gonna be back.
Well,
right?
yeah, a lot. Sadie Bunny
Yeah.
says that Mingo has to come back because I think he's a fan favorite now.
I think so. Thank you. That makes me really happy because I was
mean-
starting to think that I was alone in the world.
No.
No. I want him to be on
Absolutely.
screen all the time.
Shirtless.
Yes.
He's just really handsome. Okay. Let's talk about the baby.
We
The
kind of have to.
baby.
The wee
So
babe.
we've met baby Carlton.
Carlton Summers Kennish
Yeah.
is his full name.
I love that.
a lot of
That's a
people
great name.
don't.
Really, I like it.
I think it's really cute. I read this. That was in the. So I read an article about the finale, and they had said that the idea of naming Carlton was the idea that they could now have. This is where everyone really became a family. Was at Carlton,
Be bright.
and that Carlton forever became a thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was the idea that they wanted to have with this name, and that they went back and forth trying to find a name that worked, and this is a perfect name. And I'll tell you this, they're not going to call him Carlton. They're going to call him Carl, probably.
Yep.
Which I don't like that name.
You don't like that name. Yeah, but when I hear Carlton, I can
think
only
of-
think of one Carlton in the history of Carltons,
Yep.
who does a dance called The Carlton.
Do.
Okay, guys.
Do.
My favorite part of this scene, this could sound silly, John holding the baby.
Oh, here we go.
Kissing.
Oh, no.
Catherine.
No.
That was
Just
mine.
the way he looked. So imagine he's not holding a baby. That's what I was doing.
Yep, I saw Hannah's reaction already coming a mile away.
And just that smile of him, he looked so happy. And when he points out that they're grandparents,
And-
because John Kennish is officially a gilf.
Yep, told you.
Truth.
Very Yael fashion. That was the next thing that was going to come out of her mouth.
Okay, the sad thing that I will say, and I hate to admit about this whole having the baby thing,
Is that
was,
John looks so handsome holding it? Oh.
Well, no, he does look so handsome. One attractive grandpa, and same with Catherine. But
Oh, yeah, what a gilf.
right?
Yeah.
They're both gilfs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they both get the same.
We should play rugby.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. I actually didn't. Having the baby was the least important thing to me about the entire finale. Like I
Yeah.
almost didn't really care about the baby. That's awful.
Were we
but I was
supposed
like,
to?
I have no idea. But I almost like forgot about that when you said the baby. I was like, oh yeah, they had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an uplifting moment, which I thought they were going to end on that.
Yeah.
And then we see, so Bae decides to go to China with Daphne because they go to China.
As she should.
Remember when Bae decided to go to Mexico with Daphne? And remember when Bae just like decides to go to Carlton with Daphne? Bae, make a decision for yourself. Stop jumping on someone else's life.
Hate on Bae so much.
I'm
Well-
not hating on her right now. I actually think that it was good for her to get out of the country for
Agreed.
a few
All right,
months.
let's talk about China. They stay for 10 months. Now, if we do the math, they went at the beginning of summer, right? So
Right.
May,
I counted,
May or
I
June.
helped.
Yeah. The voice of the chat can count. I cannot.
Yeah.
So if we say that school ends May, June,
Yeah.
10 months is April, March, April, which I think the idea is that when the show comes back in the spring, we'll finally be in the spring. Like, because right now we're all messed up.
I was going to say they had
That's
to do
my
a
theory.
time jump for some
Yeah.
reason to catch up on something.
But also, so we're in China, and here's what we see. Bae is a tattoo artist. Love it.
I love it too. It's
Absolutely love it. I think it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
It happens to a lot of artists, and I feel really bad about that. Like that.
Yeah, but that's
But
cool.
it's cool for Bae. It's really cool for Bae.
Yeah.
Especially if she doesn't have tattoos.
Sorry, keep choking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a tattoo artist that doesn't have tattoos.
Yeah, I dig it too. But the thing that I did laugh about was her Chinese.
Oh my God, it was so terrible.
It was so terrible.
But it's okay. She's only been there for 10 minutes. It makes sense.
right, exactly. But
Yeah.
I was like, are we making the? Are we making the?
Are you?
I think Hannah broke.
Should I smack?
I heard a
like
noise
TV?
and
Smack.
it made me go a little haywire. I'm malfunctioning.
Yeah.
I was like, is this though a choice to not try to sound
Yes.
Chinese at all? Or
Yes, I think it was
Yeah.
definitely a choice.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So then she gets a phone call from we don't know who, and they have to rush back. Before they have to rush back, we see Daphne is giving medical help to people. So, guys, let's just real quick look at the time. They left during the summer, and it's 10 months later, so we're assuming that they stayed, right? That's a fair assumption that they stayed.
Yes.
She didn't go back to school. Remind me, when she was in school, was she pre-med or was she in medical school?
She was pre-med.
pre-med.
So now she's in China giving medical advice.
Okay, well,
after 1 year of pre-med.
So,
I'm ready.
Health in Asia is hit or miss.
I
So
was
that's
gonna-
all I'm gonna say about that. Two. I'm gonna say that she's not a full doctor. That's for sure. I think that she's probably someone who's helping out at wherever, and she can only do little things.
Agreed, because it just said like a clinical, like it wasn't
Yeah.
like a full hospital.
Yeah, so she's
or
probably like
whatnot.
not like an assistant, but like a medical assistant.
Like
Yeah.
I can put a Band-Aid on that for you.
Yeah, there you
Here,
go. And
so-
she can do little things.
Like a school nurse.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I feel like Chinese medicine may be like witch doctors. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
that's the way
you
I
might
see
be
it.
going. You might be going a little too far.
Okay, not like legit witch doctors,
Whoa,
but that
racist.
No.
Oh,
No, you racist.
No, I'm just gonna call it so that no one else points out in the chat.
Yeah.
That's a little racist.
That
Go
was
on.
not like you know what I mean. Like they just.
I get what you're
I
trying
know.
to say.
As a person who has I have a smidge of Chinese in me because my grandpa's Chinese and Filipino. It could get a little weird, but I don't know how I feel about that sentence. Hannah.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only, and not necessarily reflect the
Thank
views
you.
of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Richard Wentworth.
But yes, I think
I've never heard that before, and that was incredible.
That's at the end of every show we do.
it's a disclaimer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Do we hear those in the headset?
Yes.
Yes, it's right after you say BuzzFeed.
Guys, we are running out of time. We have so much more to talk about.
Sorry, continue. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Okay, you know what? We're jumping into predictions.
Here we go.
I don't have.
And now,
Shut your racist mouth.
TV prediction.
Oh my god.
Okay, because I mean, at this point, Let's predict this. The phone call comes from who? Who calls her? Predict.
I think Regina might be in trouble.
But who calls? We're not talking who's in trouble. I want to know who calls.
I don't think
The Kennishes, I don't know.
Oh, no. I 100% believe that they have no idea where they're going.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think they
no.
do.
They just
at
thought
all.
they'd bring them back.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, what I read in the article that I had read, that they knew they wanted to do a time jump, and they knew that they had to bring them back, and they have a few ideas, but they haven't settled on it.
They have no idea.
Because they didn't know if they were coming back. So they wanted to end on a cliffhanger so that they'd have something fun to jump into, which I personally believe is, if you think you might not come back for another season, you don't end on a effing cliffhanger. You end with the happy baby.
A lot
They knew
of people have been talking about a lot of shows that don't know if they're having another season, and they end on a cliffhanger. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy talk right now.
Yeah,
Why is that a
that's-
trend?
That's
No,
silly.
and that's driven me crazy before the past.
Yeah.
But they knew they were going to come back for the show. Come on now.
I mean, we knew. It
Yeah.
wasn't surprising. It's just they didn't have any confirmation.
Ooh, we got some
Predictions?
stuff. Yeah, okay.
Great.
Go.
All right. Sadie Bunny. Toby called. Lily is dead. Whoa.
Oh, wait. So back up. The scene where the baby, that's a good one, because the scene where the baby's born and Catherine
yes!
walks out.
I'm so glad you're talking
and she
about
pulls
this.
that stupid, sad face, and then they're like, what's wrong? And she smiles and says, everything's great.
Oh, yeah, that made me mad.
I went,
Oh, it's like, don't do that.
fingers crossed the baby's dead.
I kind of thought the same thing, too.
Yeah.
Because we don't need
A
you
baby?
know- no, but they're going to go to London anyway, so I don't even think it has anything to do with the baby because then they got to bring the baby back.
Okay, so you think Toby called and Lily's dead is what the prediction said in the
Lily's
chat.
dead?
Yeah,
That's what
Lily's
we
dead.
think?
But that did they go to London and did they come back? Did they not go to London? Like if Toby called and the response that Bay has is we have to go home.
Yeah.
Did they go? So the question is, did Toby and Lily end up going to London or did they stay? Because I feel like they probably either when we get back, they'll either come back from London and be like, we're staying here now.
I think they're out for a little bit.
Okay,
I
go
agree.
on.
Tunker, that's the name. Tunker says Catherine calls. John had another heart attack.
That was my first thought.
I can get behind that one.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? You trying to kill John?
No, but that makes sense to me.
You know what my new theory is? Catherine called, John's been arrested.
That's also something. I agree with Billy in the chat that I think there's something. This is what he said. I think something is wrong with the baby. Something happened to John, or someone is dead. Those are my 3 predictions.
What if it's Travis? What if something happened to Travis? Because then, and it's Emmett calling, so she goes home.
It's a phone call, not a video call.
Shoot.
Yeah.
So you
I was
could
like,
say,
it has to be somebody.
Wait, so it could be Gabe called.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Something
Yeah.
happened to Melody. Something happened to Melody's kids. Something happened to Travis. Something happened to Emmett.
Yep.
Nothing is going to have happened to Emmett.
I'll tell you this: Emmett wasn't wearing his douche beanie anymore, and he was nice.
And he looked.
He looked so good.
Calm down. He looked great.
He looked so.
he looked really good.
Teresa thinks it has something to do with Regina, or Regina's in the hospital. That was Haley's.
Hope I
Tucker
showed
said.
up.
Ho showed up.
Ho showed
What?
up and shot her. I
Tucker
don't
said
know.
Regina called Eric stole Carlton. I'm like, wow, he's just stealing babies. Hide your kids, hide your wife, guys.
Oh, we should have
A lot of
started
people
with
are
that.
saying yeah, I know, right? A lot of people are saying like CJ and Adriana said that John is being sent to jail.
That's not gonna happen.
Ooh, Tunker also said that it's Regina calling. Emmett got into a motorcycle accident.
That occurred to me as well.
No.
Car accident, motorcycle accident.
No.
I mean,
Jeez, a lot of these are really sad.
keep going. I like the sad ones.
Shalom Joe says Lily called and Toby and the baby are dead.
Toby and the baby?
Yeah.
In London?
Vicky said, I don't think anyone is dead yet. No
Somebody's in
tears.
the-
I think someone died. Bae would have been in tears.
Exactly.
No, but they could be on the way. Like, they could be in the hospital or something.
Yeah.
Nobody's dead.
Nobody's dead yet.
I don't think so. But
And
yeah.
it can't be Emmett because she would have cried instantly about that as well.
Sure.
Yeah. That's pretty much it so far. Everyone's just like, no, not Emmett. Regina's depressed. Yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, it's not Regina drinking again because we already did that years ago.
I think it has to be DW and a heart attack. That sounds really right to me. Sounds really right to me.
You know what sounds right to me? Let's
heart
give a
attack.
heart attack to the Gilf.
Oh, God.
Sounds right to me though.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
What if it's like good news?
No.
But they wouldn't leave for home for that, would they?
I don't know.
Someone's getting married?
Who? Melody and Gabe.
Maybe they're getting married and
Yeah,
they
but
gotta go home?
that wouldn't have been a run through. Can we talk about her running?
Yeah,
What was that?
her running was kind
it
of.
was-
Sorry, guys, you guys can hate me all you want because you can't see my face, but no.
I was like, girl, either run or don't. Like, I don't know what that is.
The weird jogging that you're doing is not jogging.
Yeah, no.
Even the weaving through people wasn't even weaving. I don't know what it was.
It was like
was
her
awful.
like trying to dance around them. It was like really
I wish again you could see the dance that naked Alexis
It was like she was
just
trying
did.
to do like the Thriller thing, and it just wasn't working out.
Oh man, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, more predictions.
Last one. Sadie Bunny says Lily has cancer, and that's why they called. She has 3 months to live.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I'll say this. I really believe they can't kill someone because she'd cry. It can't be Emmett because she'd cry. I think John. Maybe there was a car accident. No, I think a car accident would make them cry too because of Angelo.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I think it was Boo69B said, did you guys see Angelo's drawing in
Yes.
the art gallery?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Thank you
I
for
did
that.
not.
Yeah, you should go back and
No, we
look
were
at it.
watching when they take the family photo at the end with baby Carlton, and I was like, somebody's missing, and then I went, Angelo.
That's sad.
It was sad.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
But I will say that Toby's looked funny. Toby's picture I thought looked really funny.
It did look
When
really
they opened
funny.
on his, I was like, Toby's hair is not that big. Who is that?
There's just so many words to describe
Yeah.
Toby.
It was
You know
like
what's funny is some of them looked spot on.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them did not.
not even
way
close.
And I was like, did they use multiple artists to make these?
I mean,
Probably.
probably. It's probably like 3 interns.
Yeah,
who
we're like,
had to
yeah.
do them. And there's like, oh, there's the really artistic one, and the 2 are just like, catch up.
Yeah. We'll just go by theirs fast.
But yeah.
All right. Guys, what an amazing season.
I don't want it to be the end.
I don't either, because what am I going to do with my DW withdrawal?
I don't know.
I do because I want to put clothes back on.
No.
Dang it!
No.
I just don't know what I'm going to do at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays.
You know what you're going to do? You're going to play rugby with me. Guys,
Y'all's getting real inappropriate.
thank you so much for joining us. I had a blast. I hope you guys had fun this season. Why don't you tell them what other shows you're doing and where they can find you?
Real sweet, guys. You guys can find me. I do tonight iZombie at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. On Wednesday, we still have Finding Carter. And on Sundays, I do Undateable. And there's some other ones coming up in the fall. Can't think of them at the moment. You guys, my name's Hannah Prichard. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TheHotShotDude.
Whoa, that's a lot of words.
Yeah, it is.
You can follow me at ATORS890. I also do a lot of shows here. I do the Castle After Show, about to do the Face Off finale. Into the Badlands starts next week. The 100th somewhere in January. Oh my gosh, I have so many things. But also follow my blog, having the 100th one come up. Hashtag AskATorres890.
Yeah.
Awesome. You can find me online at yael.tv. That's YAEL.tv. I do a lot of shows here as well. Grimm is coming back real soon. So is The Librarians. Also, the Finding Carter After Show.
Yeah.
SVU After Show. Doctor Who After Show. I think there's more.
Yeah.
All of them are on Yael TV. Also, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. And we'll see you guys next season for more Switched at Birth.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.